Good morning. My name is David A. Sanders, and I serve as the president of Malcolm X College. And I want to welcome you as we celebrate the expansion of Malcolm X College West Campus right here on the west side of Chicago. I want to remind you that back in August, I stood before a pulpit inside of the building telling you about this program and announcing that it was going to happen. Well, it's happening. Whatever we say we're going to do, we're going to do it. Come on, I got any West Siders out here to know what I'm talking about. Whatever we say, we're going to, I know the mayor's from the West Side. Whatever we say, we're going to do. Do I have anybody going to say, we're going to do it? So on behalf of City Colleges of Chicago Chancellor Juan Salgado, who is not able to be here today, and Executive Vice Chancellor Veronica Herrero, who you will hear from shortly, and City College's Board Vice Chair Marshall Hatch, who is a tremendous leader in his own right, who's here with us today, Dean Barbara Moschino, my dean here. And our Malcolm X College and City Colleges faculty, staff, and students, we are honored to have you join us today. I want to thank the greatest mayor, in my mind, that we can have to support the work that we are doing here, who has been an advocate, a proponent, pushing, telling us, go great, do great, our mayor, Brandon Johnson. And you're going to be hearing from him shortly. And I also want to acknowledge, and you're going to be hearing from him as well, that this project would not have happened if it were not for some tremendous leadership that we had in Springfield. And one of those great persons is our state representative, LaShawn Ford, who stood in the gap, stood up and said, I'm going to find money for Malcolm X West Campus. I would come to him 4 years in a row. Every time he see me, he said, oh, I got to find him some money, I got to find him some money. But he did it. Certainly Congressman Danny Davis, who is a legend in his own right, and the work that he has done with us, and he's not able to be here today because of things going on in Washington, D.C., but certainly there's a representative to me as here, and we're going to hear from her. And I also want to thank the incredible city treasurer we have, Melissa Conyers Irving, and the equally impressive state, well, he's an alderman, alderman of this city of Chicago. He's one of the best aldermen you could ever have. Alderman Jason Irvin. They're both tireless and committed professionals who helped to make sure this project came to pass. I also want to thank Commissioner Tara Stamps. Is she here? And a big thanks to Ray Gitteroff, who is the Executive Director of the Public Building Commission, for all the support he has provided. We have GMA that is going to be doing the construction here. Is Cornelius Griggs around? He's coming. All right. Well, I want him to come. And I want to welcome some of the students we have, Shanbrill and Shamber Whooper.
All right.
Stand up so they can see you.
Yay.
Huh? Oh, I'm going to get to him. And also, we have my state representative who got in the car this morning after the legislative meetings they were having and drove all the way up to be with us today. That is State Representative Jawaharlal Williams. Thank you, my friend. For those of you who don't know, Malcolm X College, between our main campus and the West Campus, enrolls more than 13,000 credit and non-credit students annually. In fact, this semester, the fall semester, we had our highest enrollment in over 20 years. And for those who are saying we don't service black students, let me tell you that of our male students, the highest enrollment was with black students, 24%. And that has been 3 years in a row. We've had gains. And in fact, they are doing extremely well. I don't have time to talk about that now because I got to get out the way. But I want you to know, that we are committed. We're committed to ensuring that every student has the opportunity to be successful. This investment is all about ensuring that the West Side of Chicago knows we are committed to you, we're dedicated to you, and we're going to build a facility that represents you. It represents greatness. It represents excellence. It represents what you are, who you are, and where you're going. You're going to the top. Don't stop. Don't let anybody get in the way because we believe in you.
Not fair.
Every student, and I got to get out of the way, but every student deserves a chance. And I believe that every student can learn. It's up to us to unlock the potential that's in them. It's up to us to make sure that the pathway is clear for them to come through. It's up to us to keep giving them supports and help them along their way, along their journey. Keep whispering in their ear and letting them know you're gonna make it. You're gonna come through. You're gonna cross that finish line. We have to do that. All of us must do it. But today is the day that we start the great new beginnings for Malcolm X West Campus. And I want everybody to get behind us because you're gonna see great things in the future. So at this time, I also want to recognize we have some of our Crane High School old timers, and they let me know that they were coming, and they want yeah, right over there. Look at them right there. Now listen, we used to be named. Our first name for Malcolm X was Crane Junior College, and it wasn't the Crane that's down the road. It was Crane on the south side. But we done migrated to the west side. Somebody said west side is the best side, but I didn't say that. I didn't say that. It is, but I didn't say that. And we are so excited about what's going on. I'm going to bring to the mic Veronica Herrera, who is going to speak for our chancellor, and certainly you're going to hear from all these legislative officials. But I want you to know that our dedication and commitment is ongoing, and we see the potential. And we see the greatness that's in the city of Chicago, and we're going to reach there. Quentin Curtis, thank you, man. That's a tremendous young man who's doing great work here in the city. Thank you. And I want all of our team from Malcolm X to either stand or wave your hand because they're here today. So Veronica, come on up. I think you're the next one to the mic.
Thanks. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So not fair, and I have to follow President Sanders. So my team's going to hear about this. It's not fair that I have to follow President Sanders. I unfortunately do not have his gift, but I will do my best to share with you our excitement about today and this amazing project today. And I tell you, the Chancellor wishes so deeply he could be here and see all of these individuals coming out from the community to celebrate today and the project that we have here today and that we are launching. And first, I want to not just thank President Sanders for all of his words and the gift that he brings to city colleges, but also for the critical leadership that he brings to city colleges, because this project would have been very, very, very difficult to pull off if it weren't for the drive of President Sanders. So thank you. Chancellor Salgado, he loves this institution. Every single one of our 7 colleges, including Malcolm X College, and very importantly, he cares about our satellite campuses, including Malcolm X College West Campus. That's right. And he is making investments in facilities, academic programs, enrollment, marketing, student supports, and so much more. And these investments, as the train goes by, they really are driven by his commitment to a City Colleges of Chicago that is centered on achieving racial equity, bringing the possibility of upward mobility to more Chicago residents, and especially the West Side residents. That's right, because he knows that not only are the West Side residents brilliant and amazing and need to be invested in, because he knows that historically, we all here in West Side have experienced the greatest disinvestment and the least inclusion in the vibrant economy that surrounds us in the city. And that's just not fair. And he is not going to be okay with that. And that is why he has chosen to really invest in this project, and with the support of so many people here in the room. I also want to recognize City Colleges of Chicago Board Vice Chair, a West Sider himself, Reverend Marshall Hatch Sr. Where is he? There he is. Thank you so much, Vice Chair, for your leadership every day and especially today. So thank you. And I want to thank our Mayor, Brandon Johnson, for his belief in City Colleges and his championship and his advocacy and how he always stands for all of our students across the city. And he sees the critical role that this institution plays in connecting communities to economic opportunity. And thank you, Mayor, for your continued support. And thanks to your fantastic team. First Deputy of Education and Youth, Kahari Humphreys. We also have, thank you. We also have Deputy Mayor Kenya Merritt. She's the Deputy Mayor of Economic Development. Senior Director of Education Policy, Macklin King. Thank you. And thank you to the other elected and community leaders joining us today. Special shout out, just as we heard from President Sanders, to State Representative LaShawn Ford, City Treasurer Conyers Irvin, Alderman Irvin, Commissioner Tara Stamps, and our partners at the Public Building Commission. And today, just like this project, is about building community. It's about building connections, and it's about building careers for the West Side. At its heart, today is a celebration of this part of the city, which is the West Side. With the promise of this expanded facility, we are celebrating and investing in the amazing talent that exists right here on the West Side. We are investing $17 million in Malcolm X College West Campus to create a space where the community can come together to learn, to share, and ultimately to connect top-notch programs and to careers in growing fields. Today's announcement follows a recent $1.5 million investment in this facility, which included upgrades to 2 new biology labs. These investments would not be possible without the $9 million in state financial support secured by State Representative LaShawn Ford and former State Senator Patricia Van Pelt. That's right. Our colleges are community assets. They are embedded across Chicago's communities, and none more so than our 5 satellite campuses. We used to call these satellite sites, if you remember. Actually, I won't even say it because we are moving on to the new name, but if you need to see our former name, you can look it up right up. But we are now calling them campuses to show how important they are to our community college system. This is now, you can all repeat after me, Malcolm X College West Campus. That's right. Enrollment here, thanks to the dean and the college president, has already more than doubled since 2022. Yep. And across city colleges as a whole, thanks to the leadership of Chancellor Juan Salgado, Black male enrollment has increased 35% since fall of 2021. Black female enrollment is up 28%. Latino male enrollment, 31%. And our Latinas are up 17%. And it doesn't just sound good, it is exceptional. We are exceeding the national average. So with this announcement, we will help ensure that the abundant talent in our communities can contribute to and benefit from our city's dynamic economy. Now, I would now like to invite one of our fantastic students, Shamber Whooper, who will introduce the mayor. Shamber?
Thank you, Executive Vice Chancellor Herrera. Hello, everyone. My name is Shan Brill Whooper, and I am a proud medical assistant student here at Malcolm X College West Campus. My journey back to college began last year when I decided to pursue my education, and I am thrilled to have my sister Shamber here with me. We took a bold leap to follow our dreams of working in the healthcare field together. After high school, I experienced various jobs. I worked in retail, I worked at O'Hare International Airport, and I worked for various financial institutions. But I've always had a deep interest in the medical field. My passion for helping others inspired Shamber and I to enroll at Malcolm X College, starting with our prerequisite courses. And now we are embarking on our first semester of the medical assistant program. When we found out Malcolm X West Campus was right in our neighborhood, we just knew it was destiny. This campus allows us to balance family and school, bringing opportunities to our community directly. I can drop off my 8-year-old son at school and then head to school myself. His excitement and curiosity as he watches me study every night brings me joy, knowing that I am setting a fine example for him. At West Campus, our professors go above and beyond. They connect classroom learning to real-life scenarios, encouraging us to think independently and develop practical skills. As a visual learner, the hands-on labs have transformed my experiences. Like all city colleges, we have access to incredible resources, from food pantries to free tutoring, which help us to stay focused on our goals. This expansion represents more than just a building. It is an investment in our community's future. With this new space, even more Westsiders will have the opportunity to discover what Malcolm X offers, preparing them for rewarding careers in healthcare and beyond. I'm excited to be on the path to becoming a certified medical assistant. And to give back to my community through compassionate care. Now, it is my honor to introduce someone who truly understands the importance of uplifting communities like ours. A fellow Austin resident who is committed to bringing resources to the West Side and working families like mine across the city, Mayor Brandon Johnson.
Y'all give it up for Shambrill, you all. And if she scream one more time, I'm gonna bring her up here. Shamber, the whole Whooper family. Shamber over there screaming like it's her turn on the podium. You better get it. She said, this is not just Shambrill's day. I'm on my way to a life of wealth and fame as well. Give it up for the Whooper family. That's pretty exciting. That's just how we do on the West Side. We're just happy for everybody, aren't we? Thank you, President Sanders, for your leadership, and of course your gift to Ms. Herrera. Thank you. To all the elected officials, to our two fine state reps, two individuals who really love people, who recognize the importance and the value of education, but seeing education through the lens of community development, Representative Williams and Ford, two very dynamic leaders, West Siders, true and true. And they both go to church too, which is actually a good added dynamic too. You have state reps that actually love Jesus. That's a good thing, right? So listen, so if you see them upset and they cussing, that just means that they're just real disciples, right? Come on, somebody. And then, of course, to a real champion, Alderman Jason Irvin. Y'all just get our budget chair, right, who's helping us lead through this process. And we have the most sanctified elected official here, our city treasurer, Melissa Conyers Irvin. Listen, if she's so sanctified, the people want to investigate how saved she is. Just gonna leave that out there for people to just interpret themselves. It's like, you don't have to investigate her salvation. She loves this city, and she loves this city because she is led by something bigger than herself, right? Thank you to our two pastors that are here as well, Pastor Whitley and Pastor Hatch. Again, two leaders in the neighborhood who understand the importance and the value of our people. This is really a celebration. You know, as you know, a resident of this community, I can tell you this community is rich with so much history and culture. There's a very strong pride spirit that we have here, very prideful people here. Once upon a time, you all, Austin had a 100% employment rate. Wow. If you go back and look at the history, there was no one in the neighborhood who was unemployed. Wow. And as the neighborhood began to shift and change, investments did not remain. And so that's why this new $17 million investment, a learning space for our people is so critical. As our Executive Vice Chancellor Herrera has already described, you know, this expansion provides new space for community members on the West Side to connect and to create and to thrive. We envision Austin residents from all walks of life utilizing this hub for meetings and celebrations, ultimately to bring people together. So this is not a small thing. Spaces that are being created for education are also being built by Black leaders as well. So I know Cornelius, it took him a little bit to get to the West Side because he was out late last night on the South Side, but we're glad that Cornelius, is he here yet? There he is, he over there, he's not even paying attention here. But thank you, y'all give it up for Cornelius. That's right, Black development that's building opportunities for Black residents. But it's opening the doors, this school, for people in Austin that ultimately reflects our vision to make Chicago's schools holistic spaces. And, you know, Malcolm X in this particular campus is really an inspiration for community members, you know, around the city to see one of our principals here who is actually dressed pretty mild today. We thank you, Michelle Clark. Principal Anderson is actually pretty chill. It's like, he didn't want to be in the spotlight, so he only wore polka dots today. So this is not in my speech at all. I just, you know, but this campus though is really, it's brought together a culture. When you see the generation that made it possible for the Whooper family, it's grateful to have the generation that is here. Thank you to all of the Craneites that made it possible for this campus to exist. And so you're going to have African American studies, biology, business, and so much more, free adult education. This campus is going to enable people to embark upon career pathways. That's what I'm really excited about for Shambril and her sister, Shamber, because it's not enough just to create jobs. This is about creating opportunities so that young people can find and fulfill their purpose. And that's what's sustainable. This groundbreaking marks an exciting time for Austin. opportunity to learn, to grow, to be empowered. This development is awesome. But it's also is designed in conjunction, you all should know this, the new $158 million training control center at Pulaski Lake, the CTA, that's a real example of what these opportunities will ultimately bring. And so the West Garfield Park community, we're looking forward to construction and completion of the $44 million Sankofa Wellness Village. That's receiving $7.4 million in city assistance. The $4.9 million Ma'afa Redemption Project headquarters with a $1.5 million city assistance. Our commitment to redevelopment of a $45.3 million mixed-use affordable housing complex, which will be anchored by a grocery store at Madison and Hamlin. Look, I can go on and on and on, you all. Bishop Whitley, there's housing development that's happening. Of course, it's neighborhood. Pastor Edie is not here, but development happening with his leadership. The bottom line is this, you all. The West Side will never be ignored and forgotten ever again. But it is conditional. In order for the West Side to never be ignored, as long as I'm black and as long as I'm mayor of this city. How's that? Don't get quiet on me now. I'm just saying, y'all want all this investment. I'm just saying, a $1.25 billion investment for housing and small businesses, the largest investment in the history of Chicago. Where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. And so with that, it is my pleasure to introduce someone that's not in my talking points. I'm just going to... Okay, so with that, you all, please welcome another Austinite, a true champion for the West Side, really for the entire state of Illinois, State Representative LaShawn K. Ford.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. You know what? They've always spent money in the city of Chicago. The mayor said you're going to spend that money on the West Side now. Thank you very much, Mayor. Age, I'm getting older, I need my glasses, then I don't need them. I'm just confused at 52. But yes, good morning, everyone. Thank you for inviting me to this exciting groundbreaking ceremony at the West Campus of Malcolm X College. It's an honor to be here with all of you, the students, faculty, the mayor, the treasurer, all my colleagues in the House and in the City Council. I saw the principals here from right here, Michelle Clark and also Collins. They're staking out slots for their students. Thank you very much. Special thanks to the Chancellor Juan Salgado and President David Sanders for their leadership and vision in making this expansion possible. These two guys, I always say, it's good to see them come, but they come twisting arms and making it known that they're here for the people of Chicago. So thank you, President Sanders and Chancellor Juan Salgado. The president, he really tugs on your heart too. I mean, so he literally almost cries for the people of the city colleges. So we have a true champion right here. This project has been a long time in the making, and it's true testament to the power and dedication of collaboration and a shared commitment to educational access and opportunities for all people. And of course, I'd like to acknowledge Jen and Iris and also Nate. You know, when they're down in Springfield, their unmatched energy and passion, everyone knows why they're there. And Chicago city colleges are better because the city has them on their team. So thank you very much, Jen and Iris and Nate, for your work. This expansion is more than just a physical space. It's a vital addition to our West Side, a place that will unite people, open doors, and allow more students to pursue their dreams within the community. It's a true investment in the future of our neighborhood and the lives of those who call it home. By expanding Malcolm X College West Campus, we're reinforcing the commitment to accessibility, high quality education that everyone in our community can reach. The new space means even more students will have the resources to reach their academic career goals right here on the west side of Chicago. This expansion is significant in healthcare, a sector where our community is leading by example in diversifying the workforce. With more culturally competent healthcare professionals coming from right here on the west side of Chicago, we believe healthcare would be better for all people. And so this is a great example. Congratulations that we're going to have more Black people, more Hispanic people in the workforce of healthcare. As you know, it's good to have someone that understands your health. That way you can have the best treatment. So, and we're going to have more taxpayers. I always say we need more taxpayers in the state of Illinois. So to those who will soon walk through these doors as students, this campus is here for you. It's a place to learn, grow, and prepare for a bright future. Take pride in the journey and know that our community stands behind you every step of the way. Whether considering a degree, career training, or personal growth, Malcolm X College has created a space ready to support you. The West Campus is a valuable resource, and I encourage everyone to spread the word and encourage more people in our neighborhoods to explore the opportunities offered here. Today, we're not just breaking ground on a building, but on new possibilities for this community. I look forward to seeing and feeling the expansion's impact on the students, families, and the West Side. Thank you again for everyone being here, making it possible, city colleges, community partners, the mayor, and most importantly, the students who inspires us to build a better future. That's right. Together, we'll create a campus that will serve the future generations. Thank you all for being here today, and let's celebrate today's new beginning and continue working together to ensure education remains a pathway to success for everyone in our community. Thank you, and please remember to spread the word about Malcolm X.
Thank you, State Rep. We have a few more speakers, and then we're going to get to the shovels. I do want to acknowledge a couple people, and then we're going to move forward. Lloyd Lipson, our Deputy Mayor of Infrastructure, is with us, so certainly appreciate her. Khadijah Warfield from the Office of Commissioner Tara Stamps. There she is. And we have our CAC here, our Community Action Council, that help keep me straight and make sure that we're getting support from the community, understanding of what needs are. Would y'all stand? We have all of them here. And our Vice Chair of the CAC, Carl Brinson, is here. Appreciate him, head of the West Side NAACP. All right, at this time, you're going to hear from City Treasurer. We're going to go in this order. City Treasurer Melissa Conyers-Irvin. Then we're going to hear from the Chief of Staff for Congressman Danny Davis Tumia. We're going to then hear from Alderman Jason Irvin. Then it's going to be State Rep Jaraharia Williams, Ray Gitteroff, the Executive Director of PBC, our Dean, our Board Vice Chair, Marshall Hatch, and then we're going to be ready for the shovel. All right. The mayor's got to leave soon, so let's make it quick. I'm sorry, I took up the long time's my fault. Y'all blame me, my fault. Okay, so y'all come on.
Well, I'll yield most of my time to the illustrious alderman of the 28th Ward, whom I know is peacock proud of this expansion to be right here in the 28th Ward, in the heart, as he always say, of the 28th Ward. So I will say, as I look at these young ladies, these young Black ladies, I really know the importance of a certified medical assistant. When my mother, God rest her soul, was in the hospital, in and out of the hospital, I would search for a certified medical assistant that looked like me, that understood the plight that I was enduring as a daughter watching her mother. and looking at someone that was not going to judge my mother by the insurance that she had or by the way that she looked or about the amenities that were before her, I can appreciate the increase in enrollment and Black and brown students here, especially our Black young women whom I know take good care of us. So I'm so proud of you all. I look for great things to come, and I look for increased enrollment. With this increase in expansion, you can walk to school like our little kids, and you can walk and get a higher education as well. Let me also say to President Sanders, whom I know is the greatest champion of Malcolm X, both East and now West Campus, he does a magnificent job in championing for our community. I'll also say to all the elected officials, State Rep LaShawn Ford, when I began in Springfield, he was there, had been there, I thought 30 years before I got there. He's still there, working hard, and it's good because he knows where the money at to be able to bring it to our community and rep. I can't pronounce his name. I say Omar Williams. I don't have time for all that, but he knows. Omar Williams, as well as our Congressman Davis, I know whom is not here as of right now, but also I'll lastly say to our mayor, we have so many groundbreakings and ribbon cuttings on this west side right now that I'm almost tired. That's right. That's right. Every day I wake up and I say, where are we going today? And I'll tell you, since I've been treasurer of the city of Chicago, and even before then state representative, that had not been the case. I'm not telling you what I heard, I'm telling you what I know. We have so many groundbreakings and ribbon cuttings on the west side of Chicago. That is enough to give a hand clap. So when they say representation matters, I want you all to know that we're at another level right now. And I just believe when you take me to another level, I don't believe in going backwards. Right. And so it is imperative that we make certain that we uplift our leadership, that we uplift our mayor. I told someone the other day, and I'm gonna stop, because I'm like Reverend Sanders, I preach and take up a text too. But I told someone the other day, I live and I sleep with my husband every night. And I don't agree with everything he does, but I still love him. And we have to learn to embrace and support our leadership, even if we don't agree with everything that they do. And so I thank you, Mayor Johnson, for your leadership, for your endurance, for your strength, because we know that it's not easy. So at this time, we'll bring up the next, and I'll let you all go on with your day, but congratulations. That's it.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Somebody told me that I had 30 seconds. And if anybody knows Congressman Danny Davis, that's not 30 seconds, right? And anybody that works for him knows how to spin a tale as well. My name is Tiama Romero, and I'm Congressman Danny K. Davis's Chief of Staff. And I got to tell you, I'm so proud to be here for so many reasons. One is that I spent several years of my life in city colleges. When I had a daughter when I was 16, and as a result of that, I had to go to Truman College. Then I went to Loop College in order to graduate at eventually Loyola University. And then I ended up getting my PhD, which I just recently got. But I only tell you that not for the applause, but I tell you that because the city colleges can be a stepping stone for anybody. Even a teenage mom that is trying to make it in the world. The city colleges can be that. And I was thinking about what can I say that's different from everybody else, other than President Sanders crying. He's the greatest president on the west side of Chicago. We work with him on everything. We've invested in this facility. We've invested in the Muon-Onk, which will become an urban agriculture activity event place. And have you seen the new facility at Central and Madison? This entire area is being transformed by the dedicated elected officials and community activists. and the officials here. But I want to end by saying I can't think of nobody really but Malcolm X. Because Malcolm X had a dream like Martin Luther King and Brandon Johnson and Danny Davis and everybody else here, that black kids, black girls and boys will be able to get an education and to be able to live out their dream. Danny Davis, Brandon Johnson, and all those folks, LaShawn Ford, Martin Luther King, and Malcolm X, they're special, but all these other kids are special too. And I am so happy that Malcolm X West Side Branch will give them an opportunity to thrive. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and again, as my wife said, what's she say? She gone now, so I can clown. She gone, I can clown. So, but again, let me say this. When resources get brought back to communities, this is what happens.
That's right.
The possibilities that our parents and foreparents had for us can happen. It's no accident that we've got great representation here on the west side of Chicago. It's no accident that all 3 citywide elected officials are from the west side of Chicago. It is no accident that we are here in the Austin community, West Garfield Park, doing great things because of the leadership that has been assembled here. When we have someone like LaShawn Ford, who's now, the number 3, number 4 person in the Illinois House of Representatives. When we have senators, Kim Lightford and Lakeisha Collins, down there fighting and kicking tails, bringing resources back to our community. Yes. When we've got Representative Williams working in Garfield Park and on the portions of our district, bringing back resources for our community, this becomes possible because we cannot do this work alone.
That's right.
Now we're gonna go downtown in a few minutes and take care of some other business. But what I need you to understand, is that contrary to everything, these things just don't run on hopes and prayers. Now we got prayer warriors here, and we probably can have a little convocation here if we needed to. But we need resources in our community to do the same things they do in Saguenay, to do the same things they do in Lincoln Park. So I just want to thank everybody, from our mayor to our representatives, for bringing the resources back to the west side of Chicago so that we can take care of the business of our people. Again, it's been said before, neglect is not cost-free. When you neglect the community and have an expectation that everything is going to be all right, you're the one that's going to get fooled. So again, the work that has been done here, and Dr. Sanders, for your, I'll call it just gangsterism. When it comes down to Malcolm X, not only for the East Campus, but the West Campus. Believe it or not, he and I, we have breakfast once a month. And every time I leave out of there, my pocket's empty. That's right. He won't even pay the bill. But it is about taking care of these young people, because again, when we see these young ladies say, hey, now I'm on a better track for my life, my trajectory has changed. That is what the greatest thing we can do to help our young people and to help them have a better future, and help them, as Rep. Ford said, become taxpayers in our city. But again, resources are necessary for that to happen, because we want the same things that other communities have. We just haven't had an opportunity. Right now, it was in this movie I was watching, and walked up to a man and said, you know what, it's our time. God bless you.
All right. Ray Gitteroff, are you here?
I am. Ray right there.
Come on over here, Ray. Cornelius, come on over here. Y'all see these folks right here? These are some of the greatest people in the world. Y'all greet them.
Greatest people in the world.
Ray, come on. Y'all be quick now.
All right, we'll be quick. What can I say quickly? President Sanders, I wish I knew more people like you. I'm proud to know you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mayor Johnson, thank you for always having the courage. Commissioner Whitley, thank you for joining. This is a true partnership and collaboration with city colleges, all the elected officials that are here, Alderman Irving, our partners at GMA, our partners at Bailey Edward, both of which are MBE and WBE firms. All of our work is a reflection of the communities that we work and we live in. And Cornelius is proof of that. I appreciate meeting you. I'm proud to know you. I wish I had people like you, President Sanders, in my life when I was growing up. I might be further in life. But I'll pause there. I just wanted to thank everybody for the opportunity and the partnership. The Public Building Commission is a public developer. We plan, we build, and we serve. So thank you. Cornelius?
Thank you.
Well, I didn't know I was going to have an opportunity to say a few words, but since I do, I'll take advantage of it. We are excited to be the builder for the West Side Learning Center. It's special to me because I went to Michelle Clark when it wasn't a high school, graduated from there in 8th grade and grew up in the Austin and North Lawndale community. And years ago, from 79 to 91, my uncle used to be president of Malcolm X College. So I have a lot of connectivity to Dr. James Griggs and a lot of connectivity to the to the campus. I'm also a professor for the city colleges. I started their first associate science degree in construction management. So this is very, very exciting for me. I want to thank all of you and congratulations, President. You are doing a wonderful job. So thank you very much. We're excited.
Thank you. All right. Now, I gotta give him 1 minute, a little bit more, cause he gave me money now. So, y'all give it up for State Representative Jawaharlal Williams. Come on.
President, well, first of all, good morning, everyone. Yeah, and let me apologize for not having my tie on, just in case my mom's watching. I literally just got off the road when President Sanders called me last night and said, I need you here. You know, when President Sanders walk in the door in Springfield, I always say, uh-oh. So I want to be quick, but this is just a collaboration of state and city and what we can do together. Chairman Ford also chairs higher ed. When I first got down there, he said, hey man, we got to get some money for Malcolm X, and I said, I'm with you. Now the problem, I know you all, we don't get the opportunities and the pleasure like the aldermen get, but we work, and we're gonna bring back funding. I have 2 more projects that got to help on the west side, and I haven't forgot Pastor Hatch. I know about Sankofa Village. I'm going to get you the $2 million. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. And I also want to acknowledge somebody who isn't here, but he doesn't get much credit, because Speaker Welch. You know, Speaker Welch is our speaker.
That's right.
And when his staff come and tell me, well, Rep, we need to take this out the budget, I just listen. And as soon as they leave, I go see him and say, nah, man, I need this. Yes, sir. So let's give a hand for Speaker Welch, too. So this is a great collaboration with state, city, aldermen could do, all the elected officials could do, because we care. I'm humble. I'm passionate from the west side, the best side, and I just want to say we're going to keep going, we're going to keep growing, and let's do it together. Thank you all.
All right. I must acknowledge we have a kin brother that's here with you, Bishop Whitley, David Whitley. Now, we got consecrated together, but he's here, and he's going to be providing us with some parking while we are building. So I appreciate him. Y'all give him a hand now. And Dean, come on up here. This is my Dean, handpicked for this campus. Handpicked for this campus. She's a go-getter, a bringer-backer. Come on.
That's my president, President David A. Sanders. Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for being here with us. I want to acknowledge the sun right now. There was no sun in the forecast, but you guys have brought the sun out. I want to say thank you to our elected officials, our mayor, our community members, just expressing an abundance of gratitude to all of you for being out here today. In spite of the rain, you came through, so we appreciate that. And that's just a testament of what we are as a community and how strong we are when we come together. I want to acknowledge our students. We are here because of you. Okay, so thank you so much. Just a few brief words. This new building, as you know, will stand as a beacon of education and opportunity. It is going to embody our unwavering commitment to excellence and equity in education. Together, we are building dreams, aspirations, and possibilities for our generations to come. Now, upon completion of this project, we look forward to all of you, each and every one of you, to come out and to utilize this space. Celebrate your special occasions, have your conferences, your meetings. We want you here. We look forward to having you. Now, without any further ado, I am pleased to introduce to you the Vice Chair of City College's Board of Trustees, a fellow West Sider, and a pillar of our West Side community, Reverend Marshall Hatch. Please come aboard.
Thank you, Madam Dean. And of course, it is a delight to be here on the great West Side of Chicago, which is the blessed side, and everybody knows that everybody who has any goodness in them at all have some relationship with the West Side. And of course, you know, I can't help but think April 4th, 1968, Madison Street went up in flames. And those of us that know the history know that Dr. King lived on the West Side. I'm telling you, everybody good lived on the West Side. Dr. King was a West Sider. When he moved from the South, the only place that he ever lived and called residence was Chicago, and on the great West Side of Chicago. And so our hearts were heavy, April 4th, 1968, and this represents a renaissance for the West Side of Chicago, off of the ministry of the late Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and we feel his presence and we feel his spirit. The reason why this school is named Malcolm X College was because of activists in this community. Before it was popular to say the name Malcolm X in glowing ways, we had activists in this community that insisted that for the first time anywhere in America, a college was named after the late Malcolm X. And that is on the West Side. And so all of these relationships on the West Side, I mention again, all of the great people. I didn't mention Jesus also lived on the West Side. And when I went to vote, I was told that the mayor had just left voting, which means the mayor votes in my precinct in Austin. Great things on the West Side. And so this is a great day. I don't want you to miss the message, all of the development that has been mentioned. These elected officials have worked tirelessly, and it's been mentioned from the CTA project to our own Sankofa Wellness Village, to now here at Malcolm X West, to Aspire down the street in Austin, somewhere I may envision that it may make sense to name this Renaissance of the West Side, West Madison, Martin Luther King Memorial Commercial. I have a dream today. But this is not the time for those of us who are on the West Side to sell your property. This is not the time to be saying, I'm getting out of Chicago. You don't want to leave as the Renaissance is coming back in. And so hold your place, and with a little different twist, stand your ground. There's been weeping across the country, and many people have felt some sense of unease based on the election results. But we here in Chicago have something to celebrate. And we come to celebrate today. And so in the midst of all of the weeping, we don't know what's going on in the rest of the country, but here in Chicago, weeping may endure for the night, but joy comes in the morning. Somebody say it's morning time on Madison. And so we're getting ready to do the groundbreaking. Yes, sir. Of course, I could preach a little more, But Sanders done already closed 3 times. And so there's no more preaching less. Give it up again for President Sanders.
Thank you, sir. All right, it's time. It's time for the photo op. We're going to go on this side. Let's get our hard hats. Huh? Okay. All right.
Okay, so first one's pose shot. First one's a pose shot. Real quick in the center. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cameras to my right, your left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cameras to my left, your right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now we can pick up the dirt. Hold it for a second. Don't toss it till we tell you to. Again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Count down to throw the dirt. Do not throw it on us. Here we are. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Awesome.
Congratulations, President. Yes, sir. It's about to happen. Thank you so much.